So in looking at these two scooters side by side, there are glaring differences in the two. Some of the more notables would be the size, the suspension, but along with that comes a difference in price point. But there is one important similarity that these two have, and that would be the speed, baby, the speed. So folks, I'd like to officially introduce you to the NAVIC T5 electric scooter. And just to confirm, as I stated in the intro, this bad boy tops out at 19 plus miles per hour. So at the price point of around $250, I absolutely had to pick up one for my niece. And this will give her the extra speed to keep up with my NAVIC scooter. So very much like many of the scooters that are coming out now, this has the look of a Segway 9-bot, but you really can't argue with something that's been so successful. So one of the features I'm looking forward to are these new honeycomb tires. It seems a lot of scooter companies are going to these instead of the tubeless rubber. I'm just really interested in seeing if they hold up over time. So it's rare to find a steering column holding mechanism that you're gonna love, but if I were gonna say one thing I'm not a big fan of, it would be this. And it can be a little hard to get it to work right the first time. But I really appreciate finding decent frame welds, and this one seems to have some. Some more features of this particular scooter would be 350 watt single motor in the front, it's waterproof, and surprisingly it has a dual braking system on here. The T5 also has its own phone app to track mileage and such, but I won't be featuring it because this is not my scooter, and I really find those apps to be kind of useless. So now with all the incidentals out of the way, let's see what this sucker can do. And for obvious reasons, I will only be testing it in the high speed. Let's go. It's a push start. It's not much torque, but right now I can see, oh yeah, there's some, okay. It's taking bumps pretty well. Okay. Let's go out on the main strip. Obviously the board is smaller than the NAVIC. Let's see what she does as far as speed. So it says 17, but my GPS reads 15 right now. 16. 17.5 and then 18. Okay. Going over bumps isn't awful. Obviously there's not much in the suspension except for the tires doing what they need to be doing. The brakes work real well. I kind of like that dual braking. So we're up to 17 miles per hour. $19. Yeah, it hit 19 there. So yeah, surprisingly right there it did hit 19 miles per hour, but we are going through ups and downs in the pavement. Let's continue. The balance on it I'm impressed with, really. I feel really comfortable on it. Whether it's side foot or just straight foot, I feel really balanced on it. And the steering column has no wobble in it. Let's see, 16, 17. Yeah, it might be the GPS, guys, because it's fluctuating a lot, but we are hitting a range of about 18, 19 miles per hour. The handlebars are low, obviously, because it's a starter scooter, and it has a real mild takeoff. It's not too torquey. I also seem to have a lot of confidence with these tires. I kind of like these honeycombs. You are getting a little bit of a bouncy bounce, but not nearly as bad as with the GoTrax. So right now, on a smooth plane, yeah, she's hitting 18. Now she's slowing down a little bit. 17, 17.6, 18. Okay. Hill climbing might be a little bit of an issue. I think it's graded at 15%, so it's not going to do magnificently on hills. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm enjoying this. Oh. All right. That was a nice little ride. Let's go home and rate this bad boy. So in the end, I have to say I'm very pleased. Is it as good as the NAVIC? Of course not, but not nearly as expensive. And to tell you the truth, you wouldn't compare it to the NAVIC anyway. You compare it to the GoTrax. The NAVIC is at least 3 times better than the GoTrax. My biggest complaint with the GoTrax was having that battery in the stem. I'd much rather that the batteries be in the board. There seems to be a lot less issues with batteries on scooters with this configuration. So in the end, would I recommend purchasing this scooter? Of course I would. So this is your boy Kachi's Kid, and you know I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, ma.